All right, who's gone to a mall recently?
I was at the mall recently.
So there's been some stats out about the decline of malls. So we'll get to to the article in a minute. But is it something that you do to shop? When you kind of go through your mall experience?
I don't really go to the mall, to be honest.
Yeah. You just went recently.
I just went recently. That was my second time since January.
Oh my
going
God.
to the mall. I don't have the patience to go shopping. I do a lot of stuff online. To me, it's like a production, and I'm short on time. So to get in the car, to drive to the mall, to go buy something, usually it's at regular price. I don't know if what I'm going to find is actually there. So whereas I can pull up my computer, I can see the size, the color of what I want, and I do a click and it's at my house within a couple days. Like, to me, that's for me, I just don't have the time. It's not an enjoyable experience. So I don't go to the mall very often, twice in a year.
So this article discusses, how shopping malls are dying. There's been actually a few articles you can see on the screen here talking about malls declining. A lot of malls are closing across America, across Canada as well. Why do you think that's the case, Sanjay?
I think, so Keisha said, I think the problem is it's everything's about convenience now, right? And they've made it so easy to shop online and return things. You can literally they send you the return label and package. Like, you can literally try it on. If it doesn't fit, put it back in the package, drop it off, right? I think though, I don't think all malls are dying though. I think the large pension plans, the sophisticated sort of owner operators have pivoted, right? I think if you look at Yorkdale Mall,
right, exactly.
It's always busy,
always,
right? And I think what's happened is you see there's a lot of tenants that you hadn't seen in malls previously. You see gyms in malls now.
Yep.
Again, movie theaters are coming back, restaurants, right? You go to Sherway and you got Joey's and you got Cactus Club. So the savvier owner operators have pivoted, and it has to be a service aspect, right? Not just shopping, but you got to come here for dinner. You got to come here to see a movie.
It's experiential.
There's a Tesla dealership in Yorkdale. You got to come buy a car, right? So it's really pivoted to more of a service model than just a shopping model for clothes.
Yeah.
So
Less
you're saying some of the malls are busy, but are people going there to shop or just to hang out?
Hang out, yeah.
But so here's the thing: if you're going to Sherway and you're going to Cactus Club for dinner and you're having some drinks there, the operator owner, all they care about is the rent that Cactus Club is paying, right?
True,
so whether they're shopping,
but how about like another tenant in the mall? Like there's hundreds of tenants in the mall paying big bucks for rent. Yeah, the mall operator, sure, they're like, hey, I don't care. Well, they do care, but they're getting the rent.
No, but I think that's the idea, right? Is that you're bringing traffic, right? Via the gym, right? So maybe the guy who just worked out might quickly go over to Sports Shack to pick up some new gym stuff, or the people that are having dinner at Earl's or at Cactus Club are gonna, maybe the girls that are about to meet are gonna go quickly check out, the Holt Renfrew quickly or something. Right?
Look what you're saying, right? You're saying the gym, the restaurant, but we're not mentioning about shopping, clothing stores and department stores.
What I'm saying is I think the traffic does come in and it does overflow. It spills into the mall, right? So you might have someone who, I'm going to go to the mall anyways for dinner. Let me just go there half an hour before to pick up a couple things, right? So I think that's kind of the idea, is bringing that traffic in via these service tenants, right?
Right.
I don't know. You go to Sherway, you go to Yorkdale.
They're busy.
The entire mall is busy.
Yeah, but
not just the restaurants.
But are people carrying bags though, or are they just going to hang out?
Yeah, I think people are still shopping.
I think it depends on the area,
right?
The demographics, and of course the income of the area. You have Sherway, Yorkdale, Skirwan. They're busy. They're bringing in a lot of high-end stores. But I remember when I was a teenager, you'd go hang out at the mall. Kids don't do that anymore.
Right.
They don't. They hang out online. So, and I find it's expensive. I think outlet malls, like when you have the outdoor I will go to the Toronto Premium Outlet,
Right.
and when I go there, I'm going to shop.
Right.
I'm going for something specific that I'm going to buy because it's outside. Sometimes you're dealing with the elements,
Right.
the weather. You're not going to go there to just roam and browse.
Right.
I'm not at that point in my life where I can just say, I'm bored, I'm going to go to the mall. Like if I'm going I'm going to specifically purchase something that I may not find online, and it's an outlet store, so chances are the prices are a bit cheaper. I'm always looking for a deal, and I don't find that you're going to get that at the big mall.
I am just trying to reflect about, with my family. Often it's like in the summertime, we go to the mall every now and then. Wintertime is probably like, what's there to do,
Right.
When it's cold, hey, let's go to the mall. And it's just
Yeah.
like there just to like browse,
Yeah.
look at the stores. We're going to check out 10 or 15 of our, our typical stores,
Yeah.
but we're not actually buying anything,
Yeah,
right?
it's just something to do.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know if that's the norm. We're still buying, period. If you look at my credit card statement, it's pretty long, but it seems like most of the purchases now are Amazon, online.
Yeah.
Like I find some of the places that we do buy are the ones that everyone's buying. So like their lineups are massive.
Yeah.
Right. The Zara or
The
those kind of
Nike
stores.
stores,
Yeah.
yeah.
So you go and I'm just trying to figure out what attracts people to buy in those stores. And they seem to be okay with in-presence shopping. But other places you go and it just seems like it's dead, right? Or you see people, carrying a lot of bags, but it's like the same bags,
Yeah.
like the same like logos in those bags. So it just seems like a few people are going there to buy, and when they make a decision, I'm going to buy today. Okay, they're going to come out with shopping bags.
They acted on impulse.
Yeah, exactly.
there you go.
But other people will just go in like us, like my family recently, many times go in there, browse, check things out. We'll go to HomeSense like 10 times, maybe buy something once out of 10 times, right?
Yeah.
Or when we buy like $700 worth of stuff because we're kind of ready to make the purchases now, right? So
I think it depends. Like I think Keisha was kind of like alluding to this. I think it depends on what it is, right? I think the high end, like a lot of women like if they're gonna buy a Chanel purse, they want to go in
Touch and
see
feel.
it,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And these stores too, they do a great job with service. They'll offer you coffee and espresso, and you're in YSL, and they'll be like, "Do you want? Can I get something to drink? Can I? So I think you buy a nice suit, like you want to put it on,
Yeah,
right?
agreed.
You want to like actually touch the fabric and be like, if I'm spending like $2,000 on a suit or
Right.
whatever it is, I want to go see it, right? Like
Right.
I think honestly, if you're buying like a Chanel purse, which you can, it's the price of a Honda Civic, right? You're not going to buy that online, right?
Right.
You want to go into Yorkdale and you
Yes.
want to like.
But do you
And
think?
if I'm spending that kind of money, I want the service.
I want the espresso.
you to
I want the
woo me.
espresso
I
and
want,
the
you
rice.
to offer me the
like-
the juice and the water.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
cucumber water and
Yes.
everything. Right?
Yeah, like I
Yes.
remember my daughter's
Like
like
service.
we had to bought like a Gucci or something like that. It was Gucci, and then they got these water bottles. We never seen them before, but they still have it. Like I saw it in my house. Like that was like 4 months ago. They got it, right? They still
Right.
keep it, just like almost like a
Yeah.
souvenir. But maybe what I'm thinking is some of these malls are going to turn into like more of a boutique. Like you're going to buy online anyways, but you want to come in for a test drive. Here's here's the thing, right? I don't know if that's going to be the future, but I do see malls starting to die, and I think it's really the big bad, beast, Amazon, that's like killing every industry, right? I love the convenience. I got a box coming every day, like probably everyone does. How does that help the mall? I don't know if they have a
Right.
bright future ahead.